Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tuesday, March 25th, and this is What's in the Box with your friend at Bearded Comics. Been a busy week, recoiling from IndieCon and getting stuff reorganized, situated, and restocked. I got 2 boxes today that's going to be hitting the shelf. That's a pretty good dent to be putting into the back issues, and a lot of good stuff as you've come to expect, right? This week, I will tell you, is going to be a very big week for a lot of people in the new comic realm. You'll hear me talk about it tomorrow. But we've got Absolute Martian Manhunter #1 coming out tomorrow. Batman 158, which a lot of people are drooling over. I saw a figure that said that they had over 400,000 issues ordered, and that's probably an old number at this point. With all the exclusives, with all of the variant covers. It's going to be a massive, massive book. Our buddy Stuart Sager, who's going to be here on April 19th, is even having an exclusive released with his artwork. So it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing. I mean, I'm trying to the X-Men Manhunt. The issue Omega comes out tomorrow, which is the conclusion of the storyline. I'm getting new, the free comic book day stuff is starting to arrive now. Clearly that's not anything that I can release yet. But if you haven't added it to your calendar, it is going to be Saturday, May 3rd. So make sure that you have that marked. It's going to be, it depends on how you cut it. It's going to be the first free comic book day here at the store. Last year I did have one, but it was at our comic and card show out at the 4-H grounds. Last year it was at the Armory, but it's the show that we're doing at the 4-H grounds. And had a pretty good turnout. It was a pretty solid turnout. But I'm expecting this year to be a much bigger turnout for obvious reasons. It's one thing going to a show and picking up cool stuff. It's another thing seeking out your local comic book store and actually picking stuff up in person and enjoying the day. So there will be some sales and special things and stuff. I just haven't got that far yet because April 19th is quickly coming upon us. And it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing. I got all my vendors situated. I got everything organized with the building owner next door. Yeah, it's going to be a thing. So anyway, I digress. So let's get into some of the new stuff, some of the cool stuff. I'll start with some finds that I made over the weekend. These are pretty cool. You don't see these very often, but it is number 1, 2, 3, right? And 5 of the Power Rangers series that aired on Fox, right? So looks like I am missing the Black Ranger. Wonder what happened to that one. But regardless, 1, 2, 3, and 5. So that's the very first episode, by the way, here on VHS. So these will be priced and put on the shelves later. So something fun there. Kind of a hard to find item. Back to the Future number 3. I will probably have this playing in the store this afternoon because why not, right? This one can get a little pricey, especially if it's sealed. It is not sealed, but it is very good condition. Nice crisp box. Yeah, it's a good one. And then this one is more of a cult favorite video. Hopefully you guys know this video. This is one of my favorites, actually. I watch this constantly, and I'm probably a little lackluster in the quotes as I used to be. But Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, directed by Guy Ritchie. The artist Sting is actually in this. Let's see, what's his face here? Vinnie Jones is in it, and then let's see, Jason Statham. It's one of Jason Statham's first movies. And then this guy, if you guys have ever seen League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, he played Dr. Hyde in it. I forget his name. But anyway, very, very, very good movie. If you've ever seen the movie Snatch, that was Guy Ritchie's follow-up to this. Has Jason Statham and stuff in it. But notice, it is a sealed copy, so pretty rad find there. You don't find sealed VHSs much anymore. And then moving into something a little bit different, I have a... what is that? I don't know what that is. PS3. This is a slim version of the PS3. It does not have controllers, but the console works. I took it home yesterday, played the hell out of some Guitar Hero on it. Works just fine. Works just fine. I deleted one of the profiles, but you have to have a profile on it to play. So there is still an existing profile on it, but the email and stuff doesn't work. I tried to log in with it, and it doesn't log in. So no worries there. You can delete the profile, create your own, have your own PS3, HDMI cable, and power cord. So again, PS3 console, used but still in great condition. Okay, so moving into the comics. This is a fun run for folks. If you've never read it, I would totally encourage you to read it because it is amazing. But this is a near full run of Invaders. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 is actually... Oh, no, that's 7. 7's right here. 8 did get purchased by somebody because they reached out to me and told me that they needed Invaders a while ago. And so I snagged a couple issues for those. That's why I'm telling you, it is a near complete run. But I do have a lot of Invaders in the back issues already. But again, if you're looking for Invaders, here's Invaders. Key issues are in there. Most of them anyway. This is kind of a cool little piece. If you guys are looking for a reader copy, Iron Fist #1, right? In all of its glory. Pretty cool there. Let's see, a couple Iron Man random stuff. John Carter, Warlord of Mars 7 and 8. James Bond for Yours Eyes Only. Here for you guys that are Dave Stevens fans, here's a couple Rocketeers. Yes, that is a tape pull, but it is still Dave Stevens Rocketeer. All right. Cool stuff there. Random Resident Evil. Let's see if you guys like the Death Jr. There's 2 and 3. Kind of random things there. And then, excuse me, I've got a whole bunch of Punisher. Just in time for the Daredevil TV series. No spoilers intended. I'm actually rewatching it with my wife right now. We just got to the first episode of the Punisher's debut. Super excited to be rewatching it because, as you know, or maybe you don't know, that Punisher stuff is awesome. War Journal, right? Good chunk there. Or excuse me, War Zone. I was looking at War Journal. I have a bunch of War Journals. There's 2, what is that, 4. There's number 6 and 7. The Jim Lee stuff, a bunch of Jim Lee War Journal stuff. So if you're looking for Jim Lee goodness or Punisher War Journal goodness, I've got a bunch. There's the Spider-Man, another Spider-Man, Punisher, Spider-Man stuff. Yeah, whole bunch of War Journal. Whole bunch. Right? Okay. And then, so let's put that stuff in here. Let's put that back in here. So that's one box. So Invaders, Punisher, Iron Fist #1, right? Okay. And then, let's see, the next box. Lot of random Spider-Man stuff. So you got your conclusion for Spectacular, or excuse me, the Hunt for Kraven, right? Maximum Clonage. And then Along Came a Spider #1, right? Super cool cover, super rad book. Kind of hard to find, surprisingly. Some very, very rad stuff there. And then what's also pretty cool, Shazam. I say that word sparingly because God knows if I'm going to get hit with a bolt of lightning by some feudal wizard, right? Anyway, so I have a #1 behind me. I'll show you. But this is what? #2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, another 8, 9, 10. I think you get the drift, right? Whole bunch of Shazams, lots of the original run here. I'm not a huge Shazam fan or reader, to be honest with you, but it was kind of cool to find out that some of these books, you know, they actually have like the Shazam, that was his first appearance since like 1954, the #1 issue. And then you had this one, that's number 28. And that's the first appearance of Black Adam since 1945. So huge gaps in their debuts and runs here. But pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff if you're a Shazam fan. So it goes all the way up to number 35. Got a bunch. And then some cool Howard the Ducks, if you're a Howard the Duck fan. So 4, 5, 7, and just moving through them, right? There's the Spider-Man issue. Let's see, Morbius #1, and I'm talking about like the 90s. It's still sealed, a sealed Morbius. Let's see, some random Silver Surfers, which include 35 and 37 and 38. Right, Daredevil Carnage. Let's see, Thor with some cool Doom stuff. So if you guys are looking for Doom covers ahead of the movie release, I've got some Alpha Flight #1 and #2, 13, 17. Then there's some cool New Mutants. This is the Extinction Agenda arc, right? Wolverine covers, if you need Wolverine covers. Let's see, Happy Days, something completely random if you guys like random stuff. Happy Days, yeah, #2, #3, #5, and #6. Notice that most of them are Whitman, but there is a gold key in there. So the gold key is the technically the first print, and then Whitman came through and did some re-releases of it. An old Shadow, which is pretty cool. Oh, and then if you guys are into music, some cool rock and roll books. So Guns N' Roses, Beatles, Kiss, The Doors. Those are pretty cool. And then, let's see. And then Simpsons books. Only a few. There's a RoboCop #1 sneaking its way into the Simpsons. Yeah. So there's those. And then, so the bigger books that I pulled out. So here's The Invaders #7. That's the first Baron Blood and Union Jack. Right? And then the Avengers Annual. So first major Axis appearance. This is cool. A Jimmy Wakely. This is a Golden Age DC. This is 1952. So Jimmy Wakely #16. Kind of obscure, right? But some of you I know are into that type of thing. Rom #1. I know some of you like your Rom. As I previously mentioned, Shazam #1. So that's his first appearance since 1954. Him and all the Marvels, right? And then this is the big one that I'm going to be showcasing, and you can grab it. First come, first serve. Demon in a Bottle, my friends. Iron Man #128. Demon in a Bottle. Highly sought after, classic cover that's been homaged over and over. A lot of people's collections. This is a hole. This is a big hole for a lot of people. So I put this around a 5.5 roughly for grade. It's a $50 book, so it's fairly affordable compared to high grade copies. I've seen this go up to like $200-300 in a high grade. So again, it's a sought after book, hard to find, and it's here at Birdie Comics. So anyway, that's it for today on What's in the Box. Remember, April 19th, May 3rd, and I've always got stuff. It's always coming through. I'm already starting on next week's What's in the Box stuff because I went through my personal collection and pulled some stuff out. And I may have some other goodies for you. So, anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. I know some of you are on spring break this week, so be safe. Be warm because it is cold and kind of windy right now. And I think the forecast said it's going to rain. So, if that's so, take care of yourself. Okay, enjoy it. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Excelsior.